To think about storytelling in media, they think about views, ratings, and algorithm. But the power of storytelling is much more simpler. And the stories that stay with people are the ones that make people to feel something. I spent over 20 years working in filmmaking and in local media. And what I've learned over the past few years have changed my views of storytelling. Because in local media, you're not telling stories of the big time, the famous people. You're telling the weird people stories in your own community. And that's where storytelling becomes real powerful. There's an idea that marketing and media becomes powerful to sell somebody a product or service because it becomes an emotion. What happens next is they share it, they remember it, and they talk about it. When you're working in local community, all these things are really clear. You might be filming one small business owner, but when people watch them, they care. Because the story is close to home, and because they know the people and they know the places. And suddenly it becomes personal. Sometimes the biggest companies always forget the little things that matter. Just the scale of the production doesn't mean you add value. You can have $1 billion budget, but if the story isn't a good enough story, the people won't stick around to remember it or share it or talk about it. This is the one thing that I think a lot of filmmakers overlook. We spend a lot of time talking about cameras, gear, all the new AI tools, but all the audiences aren't watching because of the gear. All they're watching for is just the story. Some of the strongest stories I've filmed haven't been the biggest productions. They're like this one. They come from local communities. Stories about people helping other people, small businesses to building something meaningful, and a person making a difference. These stories are the reminders of why the storytelling really matters. As the media continues to evolve, all the technology changes, and the way we view the comment will change. Whether you're filming a community event, a brand film, or a documentary, just the real question isn't how big is this production. The real question is, does the story make people feel something? Because when it does, that's what makes storytelling so powerful. Share your stories down below in the comments.